Welcome back everyone to my IDC 33 run. I am playing Water Darkness Aggro at the bottom of your screen, and I'm up against Mohammad-Ali at the top of your screen, who is playing Light Darkness Fire Nature Forbos Control. I win the die roll, fortunately for me, and I also get a turn to Spin Slicer, breaking the first shield. No Aqua Hulkus or Lucky Ball, however, to follow it up, but we'll make the best with whatever we have. He does get a Tornado Flame from shield number 2, which will kill the Duel Spider, but this will allow us to grab on one of our shields. Now he's gonna have a Frozen Tribe on turn 3, and I'm just gonna play an Aqua Hulkus here. Next turn I can go for Lucky Ball and keep the chain going. Let's see if he has a Sky Sword here. If he doesn't have a Sky Sword, he's gonna have to play something like Cranium Clump. Okay, so he charges Sky Sword, that means he doesn't have light mana for Sky Sword. So let's see, he probably has Soul Swap. No, he doesn't even have Soul Swap for the Sky Sword, so instead he's gonna play Dimension Gate, checking his last shields and probably grabbing another Sky Sword. And he's decided to grab Bilex the Explorer. Here I'm probably just charging Melia and summoning Lucky Ball. And now I'm gonna keep going in with Spin Slicer. Let's see if he has a Sky Sword. Maybe he has Sky Sword and he's gonna follow it up with Bilex. In which case I have this Spiral Gate ready. Oh, that's even better. I'm gonna have a Spiral Gate for the Bilex. Then I'm gonna even have an instant Spin Slicer just in case. And yeah, I'm gonna win the first game pretty convincingly. Then we're gonna go on to the second game, where Mohammad-Ali is gonna be on the play. Looks like we have the Spinning Terror for turn 2, and we don't have any Aqua Hulkus yet. If we don't draw Aqua Hulkus, we're gonna have to go for the Duel Spider on the second turn. He's gonna have his turn 3 Frozen Tribe, gonna summon the Duel Spider and go in with Spinning Terror. Let's see if he has the Sky Sword on turn 4. He's thinking here, which means he probably doesn't have Sky Sword, so instead he's gonna go for Cranium Clamp. I'm gonna discard my 2 Lucky Balls just so I can snipe something with Locomotiver this turn. It's unfortunate that I have to charge this Lucky Ball as well. The Locomotiver is gonna discard Dimension Gate, and he's gonna get a Tornado Flame for the Jewel Spider, which is gonna let me grab one of my shields, and he will just play a Terror Pit for the Spinning Terror here. Fortunately, I draw into my 4th Lucky Ball, so I'm gonna draw 2 cards here. I didn't charge mana because I want to play around Cranium Clamp. He's just gonna play Bronze Tribe for... He's gonna play Soul Swap out Bronze Tribe for Forbos, which is gonna search maybe a Cranium Clamp, or maybe some kind of removal. He decides to get a Tornado Flame for the Lucky Ball, which is okay. This turn I'm definitely going for Mania and Spin Slicer. It looks like I'm gonna break into a Burst Shot, which is gonna kill the Locomotiver. I didn't play around Burst Shot or Tornado Flame. I decided to play around Soul Swap and Terror Pit because I want to keep this Spin Slicer on the field. Now I'm gonna summon Jewel Spider and Aqua Guard, and Aqua Guard is gonna stand in the way of any potential Bazagazil, which could kill the Spin Slicer, but an Apocalypse Vice here could clear the whole field. So we're gonna see a Faliga for a Soul Swap, which is likely gonna recycle the Sky Sword, get another shield, and I top deck Crystal Spin Slicer here, which allows me to go for game, and I just need to dodge some Shield Trigger, Soul Swap and Terror Pit especially. Unfortunately for me, I hit into a Soul Swap, which is gonna allow him to replay Sky Sword again. This time I did decide to play around Burst Shot or Tornado Flame to have the highest odds of finishing the game. And now I'm gonna break another shield with Spin Slicer, which is gonna break the other trigger I was afraid of breaking into, which was Terror Pit. So that was quite unfortunate for me. If it was any other trigger, I would have taken this game, but it is what it is. Maybe there's still a chance. He's gonna play Bilex, grabbing back Terror Pit, which he's gonna use to kill the Crystal Spin Slicer. And now I really hope I draw a bounce card like the Unicorn Fish or a Spiral Gate to allow me to go for game. Actually, never mind, Duel Spider is tapped, so he can just kill it with one of his creatures. Fortunately for me, I get a Spin Slicer out of Shield Switch, and then I draw the Aqua Guard. It's gonna allow me to go for the remaining shield. Tap 6 mana, probably another Terror Pit for the Spin Slicer. Yeah, and then he's gonna have 4 mana, maybe another Bilex or a Soul Swap, and now he's gonna play Dimension Gate. And I could still win this turn if I top deck Spiral Gate or Unicorn Fish, but I don't. Gonna get a Propeller Mutant instead. Now he's gonna play Sky Sword. And he has a Dimension Gate as well, probably to grab another Bilex. But no, he only plays 2 Bilex, so he's gonna grab Basagazil. Again, I could potentially win this turn if I draw a bounce, but I don't. I draw another 2-drop. So instead, I'm gonna break the last shield with Propeller Mutant, just to force to see if he blocks. Yeah, that was another Soul Swap shield trigger, which will allow him to play Sky Sword again. But he's gonna decide to go for Cryptic Totem, and this is a game. Yeah, it was quite unfortunate for me breaking into so many shield triggers, especially towards the end. So now we go into game 3, where it doesn't look like I have a 2-drop. I brick again, just like in that one game against Nasus. And at least I'm gonna have a Spin Slicer for the next turn. Now he's gonna play Dimension Gate, searching for likely Bronze Arm Tribe. Quite unlucky for this deck to brick on a 2-drop 2 matches in a row. He's gonna take his time with Dimension Gate to check his shields. And he's gonna grab Sky Sword instead of Bronze Arm Tribe, which is interesting. I'm not sure if I want to summon. Yeah, I'm gonna summon Crystal Spin Slicer just in case I draw. Just in case I draw a Lucky Ball. Unfortunately, Hulkus is gonna break into Shield Trigger on turn 2, which is a Soul Swap. Probably gonna swap out Spin Slicer for Aqua Guard. And now he's even gonna Cranium Clamp my hand. I will play Aqua Hulkus, which is gonna draw Jewel Spider, which I will also summon. And another very unfortunate shield trigger, Burst Shot at the worst time possible when I summon most of the small creatures. Here I'm just gonna summon Locomotive just to discard a card, which is Blizzard of Spears. Not a bad discard, to be honest. Stopping 3 mana, I'm assuming Soul Swap just to get another shield, and now I won't be able to get the effect of Lucky Ball. I'm just gonna play Mania and Aqua Guard here. There could be the argument of holding Aqua Guard in my hand in case I top deck Evolution, because it's safer in the hand than on the field. But the reason I summoned it is because it can stand in the way of Sky Sword from killing Melnia. And fortunately I do draw Crystal Spin Slicer. But yeah, he has a Bazak-Zil in hand, which is gonna be able to kill it, and Sky Sword is gonna trade with Melnia. And even if I do play Lucky Ball, it doesn't look good for me. He's already generated too much advantage. And he's gonna charge the Bazak-Zil, maybe he has something better. He's gonna play Soul Swap for Forbos. Okay, so I decided to just swap out Sky Sword for Bazak-Zil and play Bolmitius. And now it really doesn't look good for me. Just gonna play a Propeller Mutant, which doesn't really do much. He's gonna burn 2 of my shields next turn. In my opinion, he can even just burn 2 shields with Bolmitius, then break 2 more with Bazak-Zil, to be honest. Well, I guess he could lose by breaking into double Locomotive, or then I play Hulkus drawing it to Spin Slicer. That's the only way he loses, but yeah, he can play it safe, to be fair. Just search for a Soul Swap, play another Sky Sword, and just burn shields with Bolmitius. He's playing Dimension Gate instead. Okay. Maybe searching for Cryptic Totem. Oh, he decided to play Soul Swap instead. Now I'm gonna play Spinning Terror, which is not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna crush the Propeller into the Prometheus to try to discard Bazak-Zil, but yeah. Unfortunately, I lose my third match, which means I won't be able to qualify to top 8. but I'll still play my round 6 match just for the experience and to have more data for the stats. But yeah, until next time, see ya.